Hi, Jamie Edwards here. Sorry that I couldn't be with you today at the session. I really wanted to be there. I've been a big fan of Ian's work for a number of years. In fact, we're going back to the mid part of this decade, or the last decade, where Ian came on a training, what was 5 days, and has invested the time and the resources to work on himself. So it's great that you guys have showed up, given up some of your time. You know, it's the start of the season. You could be out doing lessons, but it's not about spending time. It's about investing time. And so my passion is for you, is you as the golf coach. For those of you who don't know me, I've been around in golf for a while now, best part of 10 years, and I have a really interesting perspective because at one time it was just with coaches or with players, with elite players, you know, but today I find myself working with organizations, multi-course owners, elite players, young players, parents of players, coaches like Ian, coaches like yourself who want to go to a different level. And so my passion, and especially when I'm talking to owners or stakeholders in the game, I'm saying the pro is still the linchpin, but he can only be the linchpin if he's got that mindset where, you know, he believes and he can create opportunities and he can make things happen. And so we thought, even though I'm not there with you, although I am, because I'm here, I'm actually right here with you right now, I can see you, you know, so what I'd really like to do is do this session, which I would have done live with you anyway, is to take you through just a very important exercise that you can take yourself to a different level. Because for me, it's about this, whether you're a player or a coach, but more importantly, you know, you guys know technique, you give guys technique, you give your clients, your amateurs, your aspiring professionals technique, and at some level it doesn't come down to technique, because, you know, ultimately technique doesn't win you golf tournaments. What wins you golf tournaments is skill, mental skills, technical skills, but not the actual technique. And so when I was thinking and talking to Ian about this, it was almost, you know, what is it that's going to get these guys to go to a different level? That's going to run with Tiger Club. That's going to make it happen. Because you could have the best product, the best service in the world, but if you've not got this right, then you're going to find a way to stop yourself having the best program. You're going to find a way to stop yourself selling something to somebody. You're going to find a way to make an excuse that the weather, there's not enough juniors, the mums and dads don't like it, the pro down the road isn't happy because he's already got a junior program, my stakeholder's not going to be interested. So it's not going to come down to, is it the product or the service? Because, you know, like most things, you know, I'm looking at my Apple right now, my Apple Mac. That product works, but can I work it? Geez, you know, I always need somebody to help me fix something. So the product works, it's whether I can work the product. And so I want you to think about this in a very short period of time that we've got together, is how does this apply to me? Actually, write that question down. I'm going to take a second whilst you write that question down. I'm watching you, so and I can see you. So write that question down. How does this apply to me? Not me, you. How does it apply to you? And the second question I want you to write down is, how can I take action? Now, Ian will facilitate the rest of this exercise, but I call it the sat nav. And I call it the sat nav, and the reason why I call it the sat nav is because if I want to get to Mill Green right now, I can put in the destination, the postcode, but my car won't get me there because it needs to know where I am. So yes, there's a destination. Yes, you want to have a great program. Yes, you want to play well or coach well this season. But it needs to know the GPS, the sat-nav needs to know where you currently are. And not just currently are, it needs a brutally honest account of where you are today. And when I say honest, I mean a courageous account. Most people don't have this type of honest conversation with themselves. And they tend to have it in their head. We're going to do something different. They tend to have it in their head. I did this exercise a few weeks ago, and a coach said, yeah, I do this on the way home from work, I have this conversation. I say, yeah, I'm sure you do. But if you're doing it in your head on the way home from work, what's happening is that thought about what you want to do, about what's getting in the way, it's having a battle with all the other thoughts of the day, the lessons you've had, the meetings you've had. And then all of a sudden you're trying to have this conversation about where you are and where you want to go to and what's the season going to be like and how much money you want to earn and what you want to do with your juniors. And all of a sudden it's like this thought's like kind of fighting with the normal thoughts of the day. This exercise is designed to get it out of your head, dump it, so you can look at it from a different perspective. And so I want you to take a blank piece of paper, so do the exercise now. I'm going to set you off, Ian will facilitate it. So, blank piece of paper, draw yourself a traffic light, so a bit like this. So 3. So this one will be stop, keep, and start. So you write the word stop, keep, start, just like that, okay? So those are going to be guidelines. This is the drive-through version, by the way. Ian will kind of take you through the longer version. But the drive-through version is this. You're going to ask yourself, if I was brutally honest, what do I need to stop doing? And that can be in your coaching, your playing, your life. And by the way, this is not just for your coaching, by the way. This is probably the most important exercise you could do for yourself this year. And I say that with a lot of belief in that I've seen thousands of golf coaches both here and on the continent. In fact, this weekend I'm doing some work for the Swiss PGA. So I've seen thousands of golf pros and coaches in other sports. Your transformation or going to another level, whatever you want to call it, only happens if you start with yourself. So it's personal transformation first, then your career, your game, your business, your club will go to another level when you go to another level. So what do I need to stop doing? That's red. Be brutally honest. No chats, honest conversation. What do I need to keep doing? If I was brutally honest, what do I need to keep doing? As in, what do you love? What do you enjoy doing about work, the club, etc.? If I was brutally honest, what do I need to start doing? Now, I say if I was brutally honest because I'm not interested in the content. Ian's not interested in the content. You're not going to share the content with each other. This is for you. You're going to take 10, 15 minutes to just write and write and write and write. Get it out of your head. Not in bullet points. So bullet points is like this. Bullet points is the club, this. This is conscious mind, okay? This is your conscious mind. We want to get to the part of the mind that does this, that writes your signature, unconscious. The way that, when you're playing, the round of your life, you're just playing without thinking. I want you to write in detail. So as it's coming out of your head, write the sentence. I really love coaching people, helping them go to another level. Write that exact sentence out as you're thinking it. Do the exercise. I absolutely will say that Ian, Tiger Club is Ian's passion, but it's not just Ian's passion. I think lots of professionals. Ian's just given the catalyst for you guys to have a vehicle that you can, when you do this exercise, you'll find out that what you love doing is being around people, coaching people, giving back to You know, because somebody gave to you. You know, a pro gave to you. Think about the guy who started you off. I really wish I could be with you today. So, you know, so I could shake your hand, so I could look you in the eye and see that for me, I have seen the Tiger Club grow. I've seen Ian grow, more importantly. You know, if I'm brutally honest, it's not so much the Tiger Club, it's what Ian, how he's been able to grow. And my work with professionals is really about what's your vehicle for you growing economically, personally, professionally. And I think that, you know, you guys in this room right now are the catalyst for something in your region. You know, you're at the start of something very exciting. The kind of people that are involved with this right now would not be involved if it wasn't something. It's not just some junior program. It's much more than that. And think about this. You know, you've given up half a day of your time when you could be on the range. So I think you know that there's something in this, not just for you, because yes, there will be something in it for you, but there'll be something in it that goes much beyond us in our little world. It's the little Johnny or Gemma that you're going to be coaching, who in 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years time looks back, and you were the catalyst for them starting their love of golf, their career in some cases, for influencing mum and dad. So listen, that's enough from me. Have a great day. Look forward to bumping into you in the future, maybe on another day, because, you know, this is the start of a combination of not just how do you make Tiger Club work, but how do you make this work? Because as you know very well, technically you can give somebody all the technique in the world, but they've got to go and do something. And it's exactly the same here. You know, you've got a great product and what is a great service. You've got to go do something. So look forward to it. Do the exercise. Get some learnings and some discoveries after the exercise, but make sure you've got some space. You need some mental space. Don't sit next to each other and do this exercise. Get some mental space so you can get some clarity, get the words out of your head on paper, and I can see you. So if you've got any questions, get Ian to give you my email address and or even my phone number, and if I can help you with anything that comes of this, excuse me, with anything that comes of this exercise, I would gladly do that. Again, have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing your Tiger Club and coming along and maybe saying hello to you and the kids. Take care.